Basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again. Because giving up, it's not an option.
Haters been counting me out, I'm counting my views and loading my clicks. You say my name, you on the list, I'm checking them twice and I'm cooking them quick. Real takes is dying, the fake ones is lit. YouTube is off balance, so I'm back on my itch. St. Louis dirty, big art, sports sturdy, that's how I like you all on my itch. I won't take a sip, I'm hitting blunts whenever it's lit. Not popping no pills, but do as you wish. I roll with the winners, I love them to death. I got a few friends, not all of them rich. What good is the channels, my brothers is broke. What good is the panels, my dogs can't sit. I'm on my mission, that's why I can't quit. Just like LeBron, get my niggas no chips. Just put the G-Shot back on my wrist. These shoes came with Weezy, he gave me a gift. Back when YouTube hosts praying like this. They act like the legends cannot coexist, but I never beef with a streamer for nothing. If I smoke a YouTube, it's gonna be legit. It won't be for clicks, it won't be for fame. See the OGs, I'm thanking you now. Was watching YouTube, you was paid in the ground. Got my own cadence, I got my own style. I studied the greats, I'm the greatest right now. If you don't fuck with me, you ain't got a choice. Did my own thing, still made all that noise. I had to be different, I met my intentions. Now big on sports, got a voice.
Basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again. Because giving up, it's not an option.
Haters been counting me out, I'm counting my views and loading my clicks. You say my name, you on the list, I'm checking them twice and I'm cooking them quick. Real takes is dying, the fake ones is lit. YouTube is off balance, so I'm back on my itch. St. Louis dirty, big art, sports sturdy, that's how I like you all on my itch. I won't take a sip, I'm hitting blunts whenever it's lit. Not popping no pills, but do as you wish. I roll with the winners, I love them to death. I got a few friends, not all of them rich. What good is the channels, my brothers is broke. What good is the panels, my dogs can't sit. I'm on my mission, that's why I can't quit. Just like LeBron, get my niggas no chips. Just put the G-Shot back on my wrist. These shoes came with Weezy, he gave me a gift. Back when YouTube hosts praying like this. They act like the legends cannot coexist, but I never beef with a streamer for nothing. If I smoke a YouTube, it's gonna be legit. It won't be for clicks, it won't be for fame. See the OGs, I'm thanking you now. Was watching YouTube, you was paid in the ground. Got my own cadence, I got my own style. I studied the greats, I'm the greatest right now. If you don't fuck with me, you ain't got a choice. Did my own thing, still made all that noise. I had to be different, I met my intentions. Now big on sports, got a voice.
What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? What it do? What's the business? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. I'm having some technical difficulties. What it do? What it do? Can you hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Let me know what it can do. Hello? Hold on, let me try something else. What's happening, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? Rio Leo. Let me know in the chat if y'all can hear me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We hear you? Oh, okay, well then let's get cracking in. What it do? What it do, everybody? It's your boy Big R. Welcome back to Big R Sports. We in the building. Welcome back. It has begun another Lakers season. Lakers Media Day today. We got Lakers training camp this week. We got a preseason game on Friday. Basketball is back, baby. Most people don't get excited for the preseason, but I do. I like to see the young players play. I like to see the old players sit down and get ready for the season, work hard in training camp, and do our thing, man. But let's get it, man. What's good with everybody, man? Hopefully, everybody had a good off season. I done had a good off season. Doing good, bro. Can't complain. Cannot complain. Just glad we got basketball back. We back, baby. Let's get it, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button on y'all way in. Make sure y'all smash the like, subscribe, share, all them buttons. Hit them all. Join, become a member. Big R Sports. What it do, everybody, man? Let everybody file up in here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back, baby. Let's go. What's happening? Man, it was a long off season. I know a lot of people wasn't too happy. I ain't going to say too happy. I'm going to say nonchalant about the pieces we picked up. DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, Jake, Olivia. A lot of people was like them just major, or not major, but minor hiccups. See what we can do. But I got a different perception. I think it's take pieces to win a championship. So I'm going to talk from the perspective of trying to win a championship this year. We're going to get on the speculation about it being Bron last year. All that good stuff today on Big R Sports, bro. The press conferences was good. Nobody said nothing super newsworthy, for real. Everybody kept it G. Everybody kept it a buck. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna try to sift through what everybody said, see what you like, see what you didn't like, you know what I'm saying, see how excited you are for the upcoming season. All that good stuff today on Big R Sports, man. My probably Luca interview was first, followed by Brian did DeAndre Ayton. So we probably gonna start with Luca. The most talked about thing during Luca's media day today was probably his weight loss, how he played in Eurobasket, how he felt coming into the season this year. He said he felt good. He said he loved playing with his new team, and he loved playing with his national team. So he's felt real good to have an off season playing with his national team and then come back and play with his new team with the Lakers. So first full year under Luca Duo, for sure. Yes, sir. He's going to have a good year this year, in my opinion. We got a full year of Luca and LeBron playing together. So I think things is going to come together real good here in a minute. I think players been locked in all off season, ready to work. You see how many people put in work throughout the off season this year. So very excited, very, very excited. What else Luca say? Luca said he's excited, you know what I'm saying, to have one more year playing with Brian. He said Rory too. He said a lot of different people. So a lot of different people just man, Luca think he could do big things this year. So that was the big thing I took away from his interview. He is in championship shape. Everybody said they are in championship shape. Like JJ Redick said that they want him to be coming into the regular season from the off season to come in and be in championship shape. And it looked like everybody is. So far, so good. Everybody on the roster is coming in healthy from the off season, where a lot of players around the league got hurt during the off season workouts and stuff like that, working out on their own or working out at their facility, or you know what I'm saying, falling down the steps. His old boy got hurt, who messed up his ankle. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of different aspects could have happened, but it didn't. So I'm thankful that, hey, the Lake Show, we got health on our side. Health on our side, but for sure. But man, hey, I think Luca can carry this team a long way this year. Long way, y'all. So definitely cannot wait. Bro. LeBron stepped up to the mic next. LeBron, 23rd season, right? The GOAT probably in his last year. Gave a great press conference, said all the right things. Very excited. They asked him, was he going to wait on his son? He was like, nope. Probably won't be that long. So definitely got that going for him as well. LeBron James probably gonna play this year, maybe one more year. But hey, you never know. You know, he gonna play for 24 years, 25 years, man. That's crazy in the league, bro. But his interview was pretty standard, you know, because he's been doing it for so long. They tried to trip him up on a few questions, but hey, he said once his body feel like he can't do it no more, he cheating the game, he'll quit. But he said he feel blessed to be able to play the year 23, be ready to go. He talked about the playing off the ball, saying that he named all the guards on our team, right? Luca, Austin, Gabe, Bronny, everybody gonna have the ball in their hands. So he been working on this off season, trying to be an off ball player. So off ball, Brian is still a lethal player, and I think the chemistry between Brian and Luca, man, is gonna turn it up to another notch this year. The reason I said something earlier about pieces, right? Because I believe that, you know, we got to look at it like we always looked at it here in Laker Nation. Because we got a big two, right? We still got a big two. So outside of Brian and Luca, then you say, do we have the pieces to win? You know what I'm saying? It's not being greedy or being selfish and just wanting all the stars to play for LA. We're going to talk about the fit today. You know what I'm saying? Did they get it right when you want to fit the pieces around your two best players? We talked about this for years and years and years with LeBron and AD. So now this year we're going to talk about Luca and LeBron and see if they got the right pieces around them, man. DeAndre Ayton can be a very capable player. Austin Reeves, we already know what he can do. Rui is a good role player. Said he want to take a next step and be a little more aggressive this year. And I definitely hope he is. Because with all the scores we got on our team, we're going to need somebody to pick up the slack of like the loose balls and open threes and backdoor cuts and all the easy baskets, little baskets that we can get when everybody else is not trying to, you know what I'm saying, or getting defended or, you know, just to keep the defense honest, right? So Rui can do a good job for us this year for sure. But Brian, understand, we got a lot of ball handlers on this team. People where he could take the pressure off him a little bit, what he's always wanted. See if he can run up and down the court consistently, play consistent defense all year, be a catch and three, spot up shooter, which I really think is probably the best thing that could happen for the Lakers. The best thing that could happen for the Lakers is definitely Brian becoming an off-ball, spot up, space in the floor kind of shooter. Because Brian got the ability still to put the ball on the ground. People still got to honor his three-point shot, especially now. He's shooting over 40% every year. So he's going to be a lethal combination with him and Luca, bro. So can't wait. We saw a little bit of it half of last year, a little bit less than half the year when we traded for him last year. We saw flashes of them two, you know what I'm saying, at their height playing together. It could be something dangerous. We could beat any team in the league. So definitely going to make the playoffs this year. Now, how we doing the playoffs is going to be a whole nother discussion because I do want to see what we're going to do this year. I want to see how it all comes together. Probably my most interesting thing I want to see is how our bench forms because they did ask everybody not named Luca or LeBron or Ayton. How would you feel if Reddick, you know what I'm saying, had you coming off the bench? Rui, Austin, everybody said the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the coach's decision, and they're going to do whatever the coach tells them to do. So maybe we see that starting lineup from last year, you know what I'm saying, with the entry of DeAndre Ayton, of course, instead of Jackson Hayes. Or maybe we see, you know what I'm saying, Rui or somebody, Austin maybe go to the bench for Marcus Smart because he said he's ready to prove everybody that he's the Marcus Smart of old, and he got a lot more left in his tank. And I think I agree with him on that. I think he's only like 32 years old, something like that. So I think he do got a lot left in his tank. But as a starter, I do not know. I want to see if he can come through and still just impact defensively, hit his open threes because he's going to get open threes as well when he's in the game. And see if he can be that all-level perimeter defender that we need to the point where he can still guard 1, 2, and 3. And if they try to switch, we can switch on to somebody who's other capable of playing defense too. And that's where we're gonna get into the Vanderbilts of the world, things of that sort, to make sure that they have a role on this team. I think throughout the year we're probably gonna go 10 or 11 deep, depending on how much we play Gabe Vincent and Bronny James and Jake LaRavia, Dalton Connect. See if Dalton Connect can fit in somewhere and get him a spot in the rotation this year. If he do, he that means he didn't turn it around, because he had a horrible summer league, to the point where they say it killed his trade value. So we stuck with Dalton Connect, hoping that he could turn it around. He alluded to it a little bit during his press conference, but I don't think the reporters was trying to give him too much grief, seeing that we traded him and then had to get him back last year. So they really didn't ask him too much about the preseason, but they did ask JJ Redick and Rob Pelinka about it yesterday. So I put that a little bit together and just saying, hey, you know what? They said he worked a little too hard in the offseason, came in, body wasn't feeling right. Had to get comfortable to his muscle gain and stuff like that. So they put it on him overworking himself during the offseason. So now that he had time to chill out and be a little more equal in his workouts during the week, and because they said they had to tamper him down or whatever. So hopefully he feels a little better to where he can come in and try to help this team. But from right now, they're like Dalton Connect is on the outside looking in. Too much stuff is happening. And once we got Jake LaRavia on the team and he's impressing and people around the building say that he come in, you know what I'm saying, smooth as hell, definitely taking all of his minutes. Because, shoot, Vando, Jake, Dalton is going to be fighting for minutes this year. We're going to get into that later on with the training camp battles. I got a few scenarios I'm going to go over with y'all and just let y'all know, hey, man, we got a lot of position battles, bro. A lot of position battles. But, man, I'm glad to be back, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, bro. I'm going to get into say what's up to everybody, and we're going to get into the shizzo for shizzo. You hear me? But, hey, we got Lakers talk. I'm going to talk. Before I say what's up to everybody, I'm going to go over my little schedule real quick. We got when the games coming this year, I kind of be able to make sure Monday and Tuesday for sure if there's a game or not. I'm going to stream on them days for sure. No Wednesdays because I work all day Wednesday and got to close. Thursday the same. I might be able to get a Thursday here and there here in a minute, but as the start of the season, no. Friday, yeah. Saturday night, Sunday night, yeah. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays for sure. If there's a game on Big R Sports, there will be a game on Big R Sports. Live stream, baby. Come check me out. Yes, sir. But I project to start at 5. It's going to be Austin Reeves, Luca. I know a lot of people don't like that backcourt, but I'm fine with it. I feel like the rest of the team, they got better defensively all around. And I think that the two, you know how sometimes the offensive players, they're not really good defensively. Their offense is just going to outshine their defense. That's how most stars are in the league, especially guards anyway. So it's going to be that. That's to be expected. I'm not looking for Austin Reeves to become a lockdown defender, and I'm looking for Luca to become a lockdown defender. I'm looking to see what effort and energy they put into it. Like my nigga Dolph say, it's all about effort and energy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking, because when I looked at Luca during a Eurobasket, that's what I seen. I seen his defensive energy level go up, his defensive intelligence go up, his defensive mind state go up. You know what I'm saying? He lost a little weight to make him a little more active and a little more mobility. You know what I'm saying? Help him move his feet just a little bit. I remember the last time I streamed, I asked y'all, was this weight loss going to help his defense? That was before Eurobasket, and everybody said no. But come and turn out, it actually did. I think Luca put in the work all off season. And we got him a really good high level of basketball during the offseason as well with the Eurobasket. He didn't make it all the way to the end, so he didn't have to go through the whole process of it. So which I kind of like because he would have been stopped playing 2 weeks ago, and then had to come to training. So he got him like a month in before he had to come back to training camp. So which I'm cool with, definitely cool with. But I'm looking forward to seeing what their energy level is. They might not be able to stop the other team's best player, but I think they can slow them down just enough so where they won't be super embarrassed, especially how they was last year. No injuries going into the playoffs this year. It's going to be a different ball game, y'all, for sure. Yes, sir. Who we got up in the building today, man? Let me see. All right, y'all already know, man. First and foremost, hardest working moderator on YouTube is back in the building. What up, Nicholas Brown? Shout out to Nick, bro. What it do, man? Long time. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Continue to support on the road to the next milestone. You already know, Machi. Bound 2 in the building. What it do, Bound 2, man? Let's get it. We back, baby. Rio Leo in the building, man. Salute, brother. What's happening? I just had to make sure my mic was working, man. My computer started going slow as hell, double playing a video, so I had an echo and everything, Leo, bro. So I had to make sure y'all could hear me before I got the show started. Yes, sir. Jay Renwick in the building. What up, Jay, bro? What it do, man? Keep it pushing in the building, man. What's good? Keep it pushing, man. Hey, remind me later on, KIP, to get you a wrench, bro. I don't know why you ain't got one already, but I see you coming throughout the year, so I'm definitely gonna give you a wrench. Just remind me later on in the show while we talking our talk, bro. You want to come up on a panel? Definitely. When I drop the link, it's all good. Yes, sir. Like show, we back, baby. He said, I hate what Gabe said. Trade him off my team. What did he say that was that bad, bro? I listened to Gabe interview. I'm gonna play it. It's only like 5 minutes. He said, I think Gabe is ready to get traded. Damn, what did he see? Gabe is gonna be playing for minutes. we got so that kind of lets us know how you feel about the Marcus Smart side. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. That's supposed to be me right there. How come that ain't me right there? Because, nigga, we got Marcus Smart now. We know he going to come in and do the same things you can do, but a lot better. And I just wish he still play motivated and play happy because if anything do happen to Marcus Smart, Gabe Vincent is not a bad replacement if he gets hurt. So, come on, man. That's part of being a deep team and having a lot of depth on your team, bro. You just got to get in where you fit in and be a contributor to the team, whether you playing or not, man. And that's all it is. So let me know in the chat what Gabe Vincent said, bro, while I'm scrolling down, bro. That nigga Jay said, I think Gabe is ready to get traded. That's what happens sometimes, bro, when they looking towards the season and they don't see no playing time in sight. He better ball out in the preseason. And that's all I'm going to say about that, bro. Because I heard a rumor. I got a rumor. It's rumor time on Big R Sports, y'all, because I got a rumor. I heard a dude, Thero, has got them niggas scared. Everybody, Vando, Rory, Jake, everybody who plays anywhere from the 2 to the 4, they say our rookie, bro, got them niggas shook, man, because he looking real dangerous in practices, scrimmages, all that stuff, bro. Ever since he got clear for his practice duties or whatever after his little injury, that's why we didn't see him in the summer league. But shortly after that, he was able to start his workouts and stuff like that. So the rumors going through the building is that dude is like an athletic freak, where he's almost forcing JJ Redick's hand to try to give him some playing time too. So we have a lot of people who's going to be vying for playing time, bro. And it's going to be crazy to see who's going to get it. Because if you want to go the defensive way, So where everybody not named LeBron, Luca, and Austin is on the court who's going to play defense, we can do it. If he gives that rookie a chance and that rookie becomes an impactful player in his first year, he could definitely get about 20 minutes a game, 15, 20 minutes a game. So, hey, rumor time on Big R Sports, man. Rio Leo said media day was very informative. We also like what Blinken said during the Lakers press conference the other day. Big facts. Big facts. He said, I'm still ain't done. I just ain't got nothing I liked yet. And that's what I respect about Rob Pelinka. He stayed steady and steadfast through all his ups and downs throughout his Laker tenure. And it's been the same consistent message. I'm not going to trade for no BS. If a trade comes that's worth taking out, I'm going to try to get it done. And if I can't get it done, I can't get it done. I'm always going to wait for the right deal. I'm not going to make a deal just for the sake of making a deal. I want to make the deals that help us in the short term and the long term. This offseason proves that. The trade deadline last year proves that. If you was willing to trade AD, when AD was playing probably the best top 3, top 5 players in the league, for Luca, who was a top 3 player in the league, hey, he pulled that trigger, yo. I think that saves his legacy, his whole Laker legacy from now on. So if Luka never wins a championship, we can revisit that statement. But as of now, Rob Pelinka is safely, securely in the GM spot. So if you don't like it, you got to get used to it, bro. That's how he do business. And you got to think about it. Us as Laker fans is selfish a little bit, you know what I'm saying? A little spoiled, a lot spoiled, I should say, right? So, let me silence my phone. I think they are a little spoiled sometimes. So when we as fans sit back and look and be like, okay, do this, do that, do this, do that, right? You start to lose sight of what's reality is and what he can do. Just because he didn't make a move don't mean that he didn't try. Maybe he just couldn't, or maybe the other team didn't want to deal with us. You never know. So shout out to Rob Pelinka, man. I think he had probably had a second or third best offseason this past season, and definitely the best trade since their last trade deadline. For sure. My nigga Dolph in the building. What's good, my G? What's good with it, man? He said, what's poppin', my nigga? Yes, hope everybody having a wonderful evening. On my mama, on my hood, I look fly. I look, Now, let me stop. I said, what's good with it, my G? Adam in the building said, I don't even know who the Lakers picked up this year, who they get. No, we ain't get bro. Adam, bro. We got DeAndre Ayton, and I would say out of the 3 conference, I'm gonna say the third one. Ayton was the third press conference, and that was probably my favorite. He touched on everything that I wanted him to touch on. He said that he heard all the noise, and he know that people think that he wasn't worth the number 1 overall pick, and his career is this and his career is that. He said he heard all of that, but he said now he's in a place where it counts. He's going to show us what he got. So he's highly motivated to come in here and be a dominant force and help this team win a championship. I like his mindset. So as a Laker, as a new Laker, we're going to give him a fresh start and judge him from what he does as a Laker with a Laker uniform on. I think he kind of earned that, you know what I'm saying, because seeing that we're not asking for him to be a star or to lead a franchise or anything like that. We asked him to be a little more of a piece than what he was, say, when he was in Phoenix, because it was kind of the same thing with Devin Booker there, then Chris Paul, and so on and so forth. When they made their little finals run, he was a perfect piece in the middle for a team like Phoenix to make a finals run. We need that DeAndre Ayton, that piece. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to be the star. And I think if he could play a little bit better than what he played, we going to win a championship this year. Lake Show. Big facts, dog. Get them likes up, man. Subscribe if you can. He said, Bound 2 said, you think Bronny will have a bigger role? Maybe not. I think Bronny is about a year away from getting some kind of significant minutes in the rotation, maybe 2 years away. His progression and his trajectory is definitely headed that way. But as far as young players on the team, he's going to be probably the best G League player we have. And those players typically do get minutes here and there. So I think we'll see Bronny getting minutes here and there. Definitely going to be on a roster. Definitely got a roster spot for sure. And probably going to be the lead player on our G League team this year. That's probably the next step that we'll see him take, is that when he go dominate in the G League, he's going to just get a game or two here and there to kind of show off what he's learned. You know what I'm saying? Try this, try that. See if you can impact her the same way you impacted in the G League up here. And show us what you learned. Show us what you learned down there. So I think that's the same kind of window that he's in. And if he continue to get better, he probably only have to do that for another year. This year, maybe next year. Besides that, the Lakers should definitely give him a minor deal, a minor extension, and keep him as a role player for sure, for sure. That's if he steady progresses every year. He said Gabe Vincent scored 12 points in 99 minutes in the playoffs. Get this guy out of here. Gabe Vincent is not one of our main scorers, bro. But I remember Austin Reeves got hurt, so he had to play a few extra minutes, which I ain't mad at. I ain't mad at that at all. You hear me? I said, I ain't know we got Marcus Smart. I'm late. Big facts, bound too. A lot of people been chilling during the off season, bro. I've been chilling too, man. I said, I want to take a nice little break before I gear back up. So we back though, y'all. For sure, for sure. I might even do a double stream tonight. You never know. But the more stuff we got to talk about, the more streams will be coming for sure for our Lakers. Crocker in the building. What up, Crocker, man? What's the dealio? Adam said, Laker fans always try to demand trades of good players. Dr. Connect is a 3-level scorer. Why would they get rid of him? Because sometimes the fit and sometimes the circumstances. Like I heard somebody today say, we always want players that don't nobody else want, right? And we're speaking about Jake LaRavia. And Jake's position, where he came from, they said that they wish they would have had the money to pick up his option. End up having the money after they worked out some contracts and stuff and regretted letting them go. Definitely would have re-signed him. So to me, we got a steal of a player because the other team, I forgot whether it was Memphis or Sacramento, financials was messed up. And instead of, you know what I'm saying, telling him, kind of like that Dwight Howard situation, instead of telling him to wait and chill for a second, let us work out our salary cap situation and to see if we got you, he was like, nah, I'm just going to go here and play for the Lakers. I'm good. Just like Dwight Howard, dumbass said, hey, yeah, I'm finna go play for the 76ers. I ain't got time to wait till the end of the night. Crazy, bro. Yeah, we looked up and got Jake. And from my research of him, Adam, bro, he's going to be a very, very good player for this team. I would probably say leading off, he's probably going to be our 6th man coming off the bench. Rio Leo said, or we don't believe LeBron's answer regarding being in the league until Bryce gets in the league. We believe it's to deter people from forming any further conclusions. Well, I know James Gang likes to leave their options open. So Rio Leo, I will meet you halfway on that, right? Because say he comes in for Arizona killing and he comes out one and done, that's only next year. So I wouldn't say that. But if he's the kind of kid who wants to stay in college for a few years, then I don't think Brian's going to wait. But maybe next year, if he come out after this year and he's drafted, then, hey, it is what it is. But I doubt it if he'd be drafted. I don't think Bryce is going to get drafted to the Lakers, y'all. I don't think it's going to be one of those situations because he's actually going to Bryce, let me knock on some wood, that's the case, but he's going to be healthy enough to show the world what he can do for a whole college season. So if he comes in looking good, looking like he can be something great, then yeah, why not tell him to come out and get drafted and start the NBA process. But if he comes out not fully developed, you know what I'm saying, I would tell him to go back to school for another year, get that development, you know what I'm saying, get that experience. Because they say Arizona got a great program, can get him ready for the NBA. So why not take advantage of it for another year? For sure. But I don't know. Bryce got game, but we gonna see. A Darius in the building. What it do, my G Slew, brother? My nigga Zero in the building. What's good with it, man? My guy back in the building. We in the building. Make sure y'all smash that like button for my boy. Big Fact Zero. Proud member for 19 months, bro. Probably longer, man. Appreciate that, Zero, bro. I'm gonna say you probably one of my longest mid members of Big R Sports, bro. Because I think you was a day one member. As soon as my memberships dropped, I was able to get members. My nigga Zero was one of them, bro. You know, I remember YouTube shut me down for a little while, right? Made everything start over. So, Zero, I know you've probably been with us longer than that. Marcus Jones in the building. What up, Marcus, bro? Leo said Lakers Emory Cup first game is on Halloween. Yeah, that's facts. I got a few scheduled games and stuff like that too. We can go over as well. Luca already close to the midseason form and most coming off the Eurobasket. Big facts of Darius. He should hit the ground running. I see an MVP season coming for Luca. I see the Lakers winning 55 plus games. I think we're gonna be the second seed in the West, no less than third or fourth, but definitely top four. And I think if OKC take their foot off the gas a little bit because they just won a championship and try to put it in the cruise control, you got to think young teams. When you make finals runs all the time, it starts to weigh on you. That second one, that third one, so on and so forth. So I could definitely see them coming in. It was like, yeah, okay, the regular season not important, that much important because we're trying to repeat. And I think that if we play at our best, we can beat them anyway. So it is what it is, bro. My nigga Adam said, if anything, they should start connect that shooting guard and have Austin be the point guard off the bench. We got too many guards off the bench. We got Marcus Smart, Gabe Vincent, and Bronny. So I don't think Austin will want to push that setback and connect. It's worse at defense than Austin is. At least Austin gives you a fighting chance. You know, to connect, it's too much of a blow-by. Now, granted, I haven't seen Connect play in a while, but the last time we seen him play and get reasonable minutes, he was one of them guys where he was a blow-by. So even when I forgot who got hurt, remember, I don't know who got hurt, but Dalton started about 16, 17 games last year because somebody got hurt. I forgot who it was, but he started and he averaged a lot too, played good, but his defense was just booty water, bro. So I'm gonna have to. She'll have to show me. You have to show me what Connect can do before we try to make any irrational changes to our starting lineup. Like I would go to Marcus Smart route if I had to say Austin wanted to go to the bench, so that was our best option as a team. I'd most definitely be like put Marcus in the starting spot. I think he'd be a better at number 2 or at the shooting guard, but he's a little short though. I feel you on that. I feel you. Big facts, Marcus down. Likes and subscribe on your way in. Double tap the screen. PGH Big Dog in the building. Hey, we back in the building, man. What it do, my G? What's good with it? Leo, he says, you right, Big R, about what you saying. We all right, bro. We all be thinking the same stuff sometimes, bro. Jay Rumrick said he didn't work on anything this summer. What is that? What? See, he playing. He just want to come out and surprise niggas. Surprise! I'm great. I hope that's not what he said, bro. That's bad. Marcus say a Duke Zero is 1 week away from being able to compete in training camp. He has some swelling in his knee still. Yep. I thought we was gonna come through fully healthy, bro. Damn it. Oh well, at least it ain't too bad. And yeah, there was a report that said he still has swelling in his knee. So I hope it ain't one of them things where he ramp up and got swelling, got to shut it back down. He ramp up, got swelling, got to shut it back down because that's not good. And all the reasons why he fell so far in the draft. But dude healthy would have been like a top 10 pick in the draft last year, but he fell all the way to the end or the beginning of the second round. And they say it was because of his injuries. So I guess some doctors, some of the team's doctors got to look at that knee and was like, yeah, even if it heals up, he's going to have to deal with swelling issues for X amount of months or X amount of years. Because I remember the longest one I've seen like this was probably Kendrick Nunn, where he ramped up like 6 or 7 times throughout the year, and they had to shut him down for the whole year. Came back, and when we traded him, he played for Washington a little bit, but then he was out the league because of his knee. So he over there in Croatia or somewhere playing basketball. Yeah, Marcus, dude is a monster though. Adam said that's a good start lineup, but what's the bench? I think the bench this start lineup is what I would definitely go with. I'm like changes to it. I'm not opposed to, but I think with Jake Laravia coming off the bench, I think they'll take care of the scoring and the defensive. To me, he'll be a great 6-man. To the point where if he's one of them 6-man guys, if he plays a lot and he's balling out, he can take somebody's starting spot. I think he's one of them kind of guys. But I want to wait and see it for myself, because if his game translates from what I've seen, he's very impactful. Very, very, very impactful, to the point where if he wins out training camp, he's definitely going to be our 6-man coming off the bench. First nigga off the bench for sure. Gabe said he ain't do nothing this summer to be better on defense. Why would you say that in your press conference? Because maybe he think he's already a great defensive player. He ain't got to do that much. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he's just trying to be, you know what I'm saying, keep it under wraps. So he don't like telling people what he got better at, because I guess he felt exposed a little bit. I don't know. It's weird as hell to me. But that's what we got. That's who we got. That's what we got. At least it ain't no starter talking like that. So with that coming off our bench, man, he put himself further and further down the bench. That's all. So, because he can get some minutes if he can come in and be impactful like he was probably right after the Lakers trade when we needed people coming in and playing. He was impactful a little bit. He came in and gave us a few good minutes. So who's the best young guy we got? Let me see. What do you consider young? Because Luca is still young, but I guess he's talking about somebody who ain't got that many years under his belt that we've seen. I would probably put Rui in that. I'll probably put Austin in that conversation. Both of them under 25. If you just talking about young players, Jake is definitely on that list. Lottery pick when he got drafted. So, and then you got Thero, who would have been a lottery pick if he didn't get hurt. So if he can stay healthy, he's definitely gonna be up there on the list for sure. So shout out to them, man. Said Rob Flink also said that they love if LeBron chooses to extend himself next season. Well, you know what my theory is, bro. My theory was that we're going to get another big name next year. LeBron is going to take whatever contract the Lakers need him to take, you know what I'm saying? And that's how he's going to end his career. It's not our fault. It's not even his fault that he's this good this late to take his last year of his max deal, where it shouldn't be up for question at all. At all. And I don't think it is, for real. If you question why LeBron still taking money, max deals on his last one, then you just a hater. That's all that is. You're just a hater. Because Brian gonna come and say we trade for Joker or something, we got over $100 million in salary cap space next year. So that's smart business. If I'm Brian, I'm sitting back like, man, whatever, as long as it's more than what's the league minimum for him? This over 38. It'll be the over 38 rule combined with the his veteran minimum. So I think the most that we can give Brian next year is like $8 to $10 million a year, right? And it has to be a short deal, like a 1-and-1, because of the over 38 rule. So I think that to me that gives the Lakers so much flexibility, and the Lakers, especially now that they got Luca, is not going to be left in a bad situation where if Brian was to retire, they're going to blame Brian. Oh, you left our team like this. No, nope. I gave them X amount of $1 million over the years, especially my last year, so I don't want to hear it. Yes, sir. Rob Palenka. Hold on. I think I missed somebody. Okay, who was the best young player? So I had to pick one, keep it pushing, bro. I would pick Austin Reeves. I don't care if I'm cheating or not. I don't care. I'm picking Austin. Because I'm definitely not an Austin Reeves hater. You know, I don't like my punt. But I'm definitely not an Austin Reeves hater, bro. I think he's very good. I think he could fit into our system even with Luca. And if he didn't get hurt in the playoffs last year, you never know. It might have been a different game. So I was asking, I don't know any of our young guys besides Bronny. I heard that, man. We got a young team, so bound to Bronny is not our youth 6-man, bro. Chill, bro. Nate in the building. What up, Nate, bro? What's cracking? They said Bryce not making it to the league. I got to see him play. And I see, judging people coming out of high school, if you ain't completely a standout kind of star kind of player, I don't know neither bound to, but his game type and how he plays is way different than Bronny's. So he's definitely gonna come in as a 2 guard or a 3. So I feel like he's athletic enough. He can shoot a little bit. He ain't as good a shooter as Bronny, not yet anyway, but he has the form and he has the technique to be as good as Bronny shooting the ball. But he has the physical tools to be better than Bronny at everything else. He got a little more height, a little more body build, a little more attack mode to the rim. Like if Bronny had Bryce's attitude, he'd be out there dunking on niggas. You know, so I'm waiting to see. That's why I'm interested in. I'm gonna watch him at Arizona this year just to see if he has that same aggression that Bronny got. Because if he do, it's gonna take him a little longer to develop. But if he don't, if he starts off with that aggression in college, his first year in college, oh yeah, he could be good. He has a good skill set. If I had to compare his skill set to somebody, it'd be like Al Harrington or something. If y'all remember him from back in the day, Glenn Robinson back in the day, I would say if I had to give you a newer player, it'd be like Jaden McDaniels. One of them was it Williams? Not McDaniels. Not the dude from Minnesota. I think the dude from Minnesota is McDaniels, but the dude from OKC who's starting to show up, be the number 2 on OKC and not Chet Holmgren. Whoever that Jalen is, that's the one I would say kind of skill set he has now compared to like a player now, which is not bad. I'm not saying he could be the best or anything like that, but he can be a really, really good player, though. D Bonner in the building. What up, D Bonner, bro? Shout out to the general, man. What's happening, my G? Appreciate you, man. We back, baby. Let's go. Yes, sir. Leo. said, "Big boy, you ever heard of LeBron and Savannah in the comments on the commercial, The King and the Viking?" I haven't yet. Last commercial I seen was the Forever King Nike shoe commercial. I ain't seen a new one yet, but I'll look out for it though for sure. Leo said Bryce is going to do one and done in the college, and James gang don't care that he won't be on the same team as his dad. Probably not. Probably not. I don't know Zero Man, but sure, you know me. I'm in mid-season form, bro. I ain't even gonna read it. Leo said Lakers have a nice young group of players. We do. Well, we don't have another star on our team. Because I know people like to put a lot of pressure on Austin Reeves and try to call him a star so they can try to knock him down. Okay? Everybody chill out on that. He's not a star. Skinner, man. What it do, Skinner, man? What's good with it? It's smart. Should help us out defensively. Him and Jake is going to be like our bench core. Because defensively, offensively, them two together should come in and be able to supplement whatever's going on the court. We got to lead. Jake and Marcus Smart should be able to come in, whether it's separately or together, help us sustain that lead or extend that lead. All right? Marcus Smart. If Jake come in or Marcus come in, say Jake come in and we losing, Jake should be able to come in and give us that spark off the bench that we need. His off-ball movement and his three-point shooting ability and his ability to score on all three levels would definitely come in handy. And he has a defensive edge to him as well. I would say he's probably either close to being as good as DFS was last year or a little bit worse. I would say he's probably an above-average defender, and he's young, athletic, and he wanted. So you put them things together and you go back and watch his defensive tape, he's very smart, you know what I'm saying, being in the right place, right time kind of guy, play passing lanes and all that good stuff, bro. So that kind of made me feel a little bit better about signing dude, at least because he's definitely not a statue, for sure. Skinner said, "Hey, or what you think Ayton role is on this team?" The same role he's had on every team, good team that he was on. So only one I could find for real, Skinner, man, was the couple years ago when he was on the starting center when Phoenix went to the championship and lost. But he looked good that whole postseason run, right? But you know when people right be hating on you for a long time, but you're doing good, all they gotta do is be quiet. Because, you know, they got Devin Booker to talk about on that team. They had Chris Paul, a few other players, right? But DeAndre Ayton held that team down. I want to say for the regular season, he was like 18-10 or 11. And for the playoffs, he went up a little bit to like 19-12, playing defense, man in the middle, protecting the rim, doing all kind of stuff that you know, because I think he's honestly in his mind seeing his shot at, hey, I could win a championship from here. So he played like it all season. He played like it even more so in the playoffs. And I just think with the motivation that he has coming here to LA, where he can kind of have like a fresh start on a good team, will really motivate him. And I think if everybody buys in and help him grow, which means you're going to have to give up the ball to him a few more times, make him feel comfortable, make him feel wanted and needed, all that good stuff or whatever. Definitely is going to be a key role player. Him and Marcus Smart is going to have to anchor our defense for sure. Him and Brian is going to have to hold down the paint in the starting lineup for sure. And I think we'll be okay. I'm not saying he AD or nothing like that, but I just think the role that we're going to have him play, that he can excel in that role. And it's going to be just like the dynamic switch, right? Our two best players both are essentially guards now. You know what I'm saying? With LeBron and Luca. So we got to have our front court come up and step up and play their role, be stars in that role. Because the one we had was a superstar in his role, and AD, he ain't there no more. So we can't rely just on Ayton like we relied on AD, because that got frustrating. Because even with having AD, we still had deficiencies in the front court because AD can't do everything. No team can. And when we did have it, we had a lot of front court, you know what I'm saying, help. But we went away from it for whatever reasons throughout the years, and it came back to bite us in the you know what. But so hopefully we got a lot of players on our benches, Maxi Kleber, Jackson Hayes, and DeAndre Ayton is our front court now with Brian starting at 4. So that's what it is. To see if J.J. Redick leaves the little guys in and just plays Ayton, or if he gives Ayton some kind of support like AD was trying to get the Lakers to do before they traded him. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely going to see. Yes, sir. All right, next question. Good job, y'all. Keep the questions coming. Yeah, I know what to do, man. The more questions I get, the more lively the show be. You know, I got the link in the chat if y'all want to come up here, answer some questions with me. Got a question you want to ask personally, come up here. Want to go through the topics of the day's show. Whatever y'all want to do, man. One of my first streams back in a minute. Yes, sir. So that was Skinner where I'm at. Rio Leo said DeAndre will be fighting for his career. Yeah. If you one of the guys who believe that players fight the hardest when they're on a contract year, then DeAndre Ayton should be an all-star this year then. Because he's young enough. Because, him and Luca got drafted in the same draft, 2018, if I'm not mistaken. So he's definitely going to want some money from somebody this offseason, for sure. So, and players play good, bro. So we're going to see. It's an 80 going to play his butt off. Big facts, Rio, bro, because he wants that contract. And the Lakers got the money to give it to him, too. So if you want to stay in L.A., say we win a title this year or get real close, and it's not his fault that we lost, yeah, I wouldn't mind it if that was our starting center going into the future. Because you never know. We signed him for a contract, right? Then that'll give us the room to trade his ass to Denver for Joker. And Joker declines his extension next year, right? So we playing good. We balling all the way, right? Looking good, looking like we could win. Joker turned out his extension in February, and they be like, uh-oh. They're going to trade DeAndre. They're going to sign the trade DeAndre Ayton ass so quick, bro. No, but I wish for thinking, man. I hope DeAndre Ayton do good here, bro. Yes, sir. Marcus Jones says JJ don't view Vando highly. He'll maybe be the 8th man. He only played 20 or more minutes 6 times last season, which is crazy to think about. It is, but I think he's dealing with one of them lingering injuries. So that's my only thing, bro. That's my only thing. I feel like Vando, once you get hurt and you miss a lot of time, it's hard as hell to try to get that time back so you can prove that you're healthy and you didn't work on your game in the off season and you ready to come back. All that stuff take time, bro. Or LeBron will be afforded his bird rights, which works for the Lakers franchise and LeBron. Yeah. So he'd be able to probably get a little bit more money than $10 million. I just know he can't get nowhere near the max. He can't get no more than 50, 45, $50 million contracts no more. Unless it's some kind of loophole in it where them bird rights go with them and they can, and it's one of those situations where he will have to go to another team and they can't pay him. But if the bird rights say that they can pay him whatever, Then I stand corrected because I forgot all about the bird rights. Big facts, dog. Championship 18 loading. And you know how these niggas is. Niggas hating on us already, dog. But hey, same demo as last year, y'all. You gonna hear a lot of hate coming from a lot of different places. All right. Saying because everybody hate the Lakers all of a sudden. So when we going through the season, every team has their ups and downs, their highs and lows. So we're gonna make sure that we're gonna go through the season where we're gonna keep a level head, see what we can do better, see what we're doing wrong. Because when you win championships, like the Lakers win championships, the regular season is really just a I'm gonna say practice ground where I don't want to be disrespectful or anything, but throughout the regular season is how you gonna play during the playoffs, especially if you got a dominant player like Luca on your team. He come out balling this year. We're gonna go as far as Luca take us this year, and that's what it is. Because I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, Brian, so we can't do it." That's not necessarily true. I feel like Luca is good enough to carry his team on his own, and everybody can come get on it, can come get on his bandwagon, including Brian. Because that's, to me, that'll be the best formula for the team. And that's one of the things that I was so happy that we got like a ball handling guard as our next star player here in LA, because that makes the transition that much easier, and people can see the difference is in like trying to transfer keys, so to speak, to a big man compared to transferring the keys to a point guard who always got the ball in their hands, or who is as good as Luca is. So we definitely gonna see the difference in transition, because now we was looking for, or back then we were looking for a guard to try to take some of the pressure off, right? But now we got one, and I feel like we got a good enough center. Brian is our power forward. I like Jackson Hayes coming off the bench, and I'm kind of interested to see what kind of dimension Maxi Kleber brings to this team. Everybody had a transformation in the offseason. That's one thing that I was happy about. They did take the offseason very seriously. They took what J.J. Redick said to heart. He said, we lost this past year because we wasn't in championship shape. Everybody needs to be in championship shape. And I mean, from Brian, Luca, all the way down, everybody said they're in the best shape of their life. Maxi Kleber actually looks different. You know what I'm saying? Rui actually looks different. Rui looks like he lost some weight for sure. He got, you could tell, because like when they lose weight in their face and stuff like that, that means that they were really putting in work for real. That's how I know Zion might be a little crazy this year, because he did really got slim. So outside the Lakers, I want to see what Zion do this year. See if he come through with a fully healthy year after finally looking like he got over his weight problem. And hopefully he stay there, because if he don't, you're going to be able to tell dude's so skinny, you're going to instantly be able to tell if he fell off, because he got hella skinny, bro. Yes, sir. So depending on the money and the situation, what did he say? If Lakers get a ship this season, do you think the franchise will keep the roster the same? They didn't last time. Depending on the money and the situation, I agree with that, Doc, man. With the money and the situation, it's being different. And you got to think, we didn't change the whole team. We just lost our front court. They thought they were really making a good additions to the team. You got to think, some things wasn't in their control, and something was. And I'm going to give you an example of both. Like something that wasn't in their control, it was Danny Green. When Danny Green missed that 3 in Game 5, his family was getting death threats. He was getting death threats. And in the offseason, he said, yeah, I can't even walk around LA no more. Can y'all please trade me? He said, I go anywhere. I don't care. I can't live here. So they ended up trading him to OKC, him in the first round pick to OKC for Dennis Schroeder. So that's how we ended up getting Schroeder. That wasn't in our control because because Danny Green felt uncomfortable living in LA. So when you got a player who had death threats like that, you pretty much trade them to somewhere, right? So we end up getting the 6-man of the year, the reigning 6-man of the year. I want to say Markieff Morris and what's his name? Old boy from the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell, right? Was having a conversation in the lobby, right? Because the Lakers and the Clippers use a shared facility or whatever. They was in the lobby talking. He said, "Man, hey, what if I can't play with y'all?" He went back and told Rob. Rob went and got him. So some things are in our control, some things aren't in our control, and that's how that team kind of flipped. We still had our guard plays a little bit besides Danny Green, but we were still a good team that year. Still, I think if we wouldn't have got hurt, we started off that year just as good, if not maybe I'd say about even. Because that first year, the year we won the championship, we started with like 25, 24-5, or 24-3, or something like that. We was killing the league. But the next year, we was like 25-7 or something like that. We was still killing the league. Then Brian got hurt around Christmas. AD got hurt shortly after that. They both tried to come back playing injured. AD came back and got really, really injured, which kind of messed up a lot of things for the following year. So it was crazy, bro. Crazy. That's why I hate injuries where you get hurt late in the season, bro, because it totally messes up your next year, bro, for sure. Yes, sir. It said the King and the Viking is an old commercial, but so far it came true. Okay, okay. Now I'm definitely gonna look it up. My nigga Dawg said I hope they would keep a good amount of players if they won. I do too, man. I do too. But at the time, y'all, we was like, yes, bro. You mean to tell me we got the last 2 6 players of the year and all this other stuff, bro? Montrezl Harrell is a beast, and Dennis Schroeder can hoop, and Dennis Schroeder was a disaster. Montrezl Harrell was just a bad situation. I don't think Frank Vogel liked him at all. So he got put into a situation where he didn't have the coach's support. So Montrezl Harrell fell by the wayside. Hey, double click the screen for your boy. Double tap the screen, everybody. Hit that like button for your boy. I know you probably just got here, so if you knew you're listening or you just arrived to the screen, make sure you hit the like button, double tap the screen. One thing we got to be worried about starting these streams back up is getting back into the algorithm nice. My part in that is streaming more, and y'all part in that is making sure everybody hits the like button, share button, the hype button, all the new buttons, you know what I'm saying? So hit them all, man. What up, David C? What's cracking, my G? David C in the building. Shout out to the artillery game, man. Said Joe to the Lakers, Denver got a nice squad. I know they do, but when they lose in the second round, it's not gonna matter what kind of squad they got. So Luca don't play defense. We're gonna see if he gonna play a little better defense this year. They don't come over here talking about, I knew he could do it. No, I don't want to hear nothing, but Archie was right. Luca came back and started playing better defense. I ain't saying he gonna lock people down, but I think it's gonna be a little bit better, y'all. Leo bird rights are for LeBron his max while it protects the franchise over here. Okay, so that's probably why he did that. So he really did them a solid. I thought his bird rights only did like after 38. I thought the bird rights was like within a contract, not to let a contract end. So maybe he still got room to sign another extension or something. I don't know. But even if he was eligible for another max deal, he's doing the Lakers a solid by not taking that max deal to see what's what, you know, this coming off season. Because why not? If you got a good team and you say you do win a championship this year, you want to run it back, they are in a perfect position, better than after 2020, to get everybody back and to run the same team and to add different pieces and stuff like that. So we gonna see. Bound to, man. Whatever he owned, bro, it worked. I stopped casuals for fun. What's good with it, my G? What's the business, man? Who said, what about KCP? Well, KCP was here for a few more years after the championship because he was in him and Kuzma was still here. That's why I say we didn't trade the whole team. We just got rid of a few key players. And then after that, we kind of went into self-destruct mode with all them old players. And then we got Russell Westbrook. And it was just self-destruct mode after that, bro. Stanley Hudson in the building. What up, Stanley, man? He said LeBron is a Laker. Nothing is more matter of fact. Yes, he's definitely a Laker, bro. We already knew that. My nigga Gravy in the building. What up, Gravy, bro? He said, I think teammates believe in Luca. They ain't believe in AD. It's hard to, Gravy, I think they loved AD, bro. I think they knew everything that he needed to do and appreciated everything he did for that team. It's just the dynamic of passing it on to a big to the point where if, say, Brian would have let D'Lo take the reins, and that's who our point guard is, and that's who's our primary ball handler. And I will give you an example of that. When we started the year last year, right, AD, it was AD's team. And AD was in the MVP conversation instantly, Gravy. That kind of effort and energy should have been put into AD probably a year before that. Because the year before that, he played, 77 games, 76 games, Gravy? That kind of energy and effort should have been put into him then. As soon as they put that energy and effort into him being the number one player on this team, he was good enough to be traded for Luka Doncic. He was good enough to show Dallas that, okay, well, AD ain't injury prone like everybody say he is, because this is his second or third straight season of being healthy. So, hey, sometimes our perception, what we got on YouTube, ain't the truth. You know what I'm saying? But people who are invested in it, people who get paid to do a job, they know more than we do because that's what they living is. So when you see AD come this year and carry Dallas all the way to Kyrie come back and still carry them, even with a healthy Kyrie to start the year, that's still AD's team. I think AD's still the best player on that team. It's just they have a dynamic point guard who's also a star level player who also can come and support. So yeah, I gonna see it though. I think if they are good enough to withstand, I say about 3 months of the season, then Kyrie come back. Watch how that dynamic between Kyrie and AD play. It's gonna be crazy, bro. What up, Mark Move? Shout out to Mark Move, man. What's good with it, bro? Dion, what it do, man? He said Lakers can beat Wolves, Thunders, and Mavs. Probably. I can't wait neither. All right, Doc, I'm about to do it right now, bro. I don't know why I ain't do it yet. Did I even drop the link in the chat? Let me see. Let me scroll up. Did it drop? Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, them vertical streams be so crazy, bro. I hated that they make us do that, so I wish there was a way where we can make it turn yellow and everybody can just get on like the horizontal streams without no problem. But it's all about your phone access, and there's a lot of other things that go into it too. So where it light up for some people and don't light up for some certain other phones. So now I got to go into my StreamYard, come into my studio, get the link, and then take the link and put it into the community chat, just so the rest of the people can get on. And I think it's the majority of people. I think the majority of people can't even hit that link that I put into the chat. Yes, sir. Hold on, my niggas. Y'all gonna hear an echo here in a second, so everybody deal with me for a second. All right, good. I said, put the link in the community. He said D-Lo on the Mavs with 80 now. So we gonna see gravy. Exactly, bro. That's what I'm talking about. We gonna see it now to the point where Kyrie ain't Brian, so please don't get it twisted. He's not Brian, but you would definitely see a different dynamic. Kyrie ain't Brian, so please don't get it twisted. I'm sorry. It went straight to the damn video. I want to go to the channel. There we go. But yeah, they can. To me, they had the best off season, bro. As far as like maybe not with acquisitions and nothing like that, because they drafted number 1 overall, which is definitely a plus. But with the players they signed and the players that they were able to keep and have come back, if they were all healthy, they are a top 5 team in the West, bro. And that's better than what they had. I really do think that, bro. All right, y'all. Anybody that want to come up who can't hit the link in the chat, I put the link into my community page, so you will go to my page channel. If you're not sub, but if you're already sub, all you gotta do is go to your subscriptions, and you will see it right there on the top. Your boy put the link into the chat and the community. Say, Big O, you already know Palinka was an agent, and Rich Paul is an agent. They're on the same page where LeBron is concerned. It's always going to benefit both, while false narratives fool everybody else. That is, oh my God, I couldn't put it into better words myself, Leo. I've been trying to tell people this for the longest, bro. I'm like, man, look, just because you was an agent, right? I know you might have some bad relationships, but that was 20 years ago. He was. You don't think he fostered no relationships in over the last 20 years? I'm talking about he did deals with Danny Ainge. He still do deals with Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge said, yeah, I could have Walker Kessler for a first-round pick, for 2 first-round picks, and Austin Reeves. You know, because another rumor time on Big R Sports is that if Ayton would have never came available, that probably would have been a deal that would have been had to work out. So let me know in the chat, man, would y'all rather had a trade? Say that we would have met them halfway and gave them 1 first and 1 second and Austin Reeves for Walker Kessler. Would y'all rather had done that, or would y'all rather had kept Austin and the picks and just signed DeAndre Ayton off the buyout market? So let me know in the chat what y'all think. Y'all think we should have gone ahead and pulled the trigger on Walker Kessler, or stayed pat and got DeAndre Ayton? Jay Hollywood in the building, man. What it do, Jay, bro? Been a while, man. Hey, we back now, though, man. What's it do, my G? What it do? You already know. He said I seen that bang and want AD back now. Look, already. They started to understand what I've been telling them niggas forever, Jay, bro. That it's not all, you know what I'm saying, all good all the time when it comes to just the chemistry and the fit and things of that sort of what you want players to do eventually. You know, sometimes the ball handler gets the bulk of the blame. The best player on the team gets the bulk of the blame. It's just how it goes. You can't change that fact. It's always going to be a fact in NBA because your best player gets the majority of the blame. And 9 times out of 10 in this league, though, your best player is going to be the primary ball handler on the team. And if you don't have that aspect of somebody who can come in and be a really good, you know what I'm saying, role player in that aspect to facilitate, kind of like what Austin did this year at the beginning of this past year, at the beginning of the year, when AD was an MVP candidate, then you can see it working a little bit. But now that we've switched that dynamic, it's kind of like, hey, LeBron is our big man, kind of so to speak, because he's our 4 now, and Luca is our primary ball handler, superstar, best player on the team. You know what I'm saying? I will say this is probably going into the 3rd year of LeBron not being the best player on the team. Last year it was AD and Luca. Year before that it was AD, and this year it's gonna be Luca. So Brian getting used to working in that second role. So to me, I'm putting all the pressure on Luca. Luca got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Luca got to come through because this is his team now. You know, I'm not gonna blame. I'm not gonna blame Brian if we can't get it done because we start off with the best player on the team. Just like I didn't blame AD all the time, but Brian kept shooting all them bricks in the fourth quarter, trying to win every playoff game. It ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Now it's gonna be Luca taking them shots, and we are gonna be like, well, okay, now Luca's missing all the shots. He's to blame. I'm gonna keep it a buck across the board, bro. Real talk. Yes, sir. Leo said the Mavs gonna have Bronny and Bryce once LeBron retires. Nico and Bronny are friends. Hey, ain't no wrong with fostering them relationships, real bro. Because say the Lakers things don't work out and they don't give him a chance to show what he learned, but they doing or he's messed up and he's not showing what he's learned and he ain't learning how he's supposed to. That's another avenue to go somewhere and learn something, bro. Get another shot. So, because if he's good, the Lakers ain't gonna trade him to no Dallas, you know. But if he's bad and they ain't got no place for him here, they gonna ship his ass there for sure, for sure. Mission 24 in the building. What up, Mission, bro? Salute, brother. So who's the starting five for Big R Sports? Well, the starting five you see on the screen, I'm not changing it. I'm not changing it. I know I heard a lot of Marcus Smarts. A lot of Vanderbilts, maybe if he's fully healthy, just for that defensive energy aspect at the two, that could change the whole dynamic of the team for good or for bad. So I'm just like, just keep this starting five and let's see how we implement DeAndre Ayton into the starting five. Rui knows his role, right? Austin knows his role already. Brian and Luca know their role already. So let's just incorporate Ayton, and then hopefully that's all we got to worry about. My nigga Jay Remy said Ayton. Yeah, I think Ayton is probably a better center than Walker Kessler, so I think his name went by the wayside real bad. Said, yes, sir, keep in mind Luca and Brian only played 22 games together in the regular season. Big facts, Jay. Big facts. So it's going to be interesting, bro. It said Luca off an injury and out of shape. Worst I've seen him play, and they was still dropping 30 on niggas, bro. Luca's finna kill this year, bro. He said they refer to Nico as uncle. I ain't know that. That's probably another Nike situation, but you never know. Said if they stay healthy, Lakers top 5 seed in the West. If we stay healthy, yes. If we play to our best ability and we stay healthy, top 3, bro. Top 3. Because I remember no matter what, when we had AD and Brian going into a season, it was championship or bust. And I kind of want to feel the same way because I'm in the same mode. Right, we went from having our top 2 players from AD and LeBron to AD and Luca, and I'm just like, man, to me, bro, I didn't know how the fit would be, but I saw enough last year where we can get us a chip. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of reminds me of the first year AD got here, where we started off the year so good, and it was so obvious. It was like, yeah. This is a championship team right here. So we get off to a 25-3 start, 20-3 start like we did that year. I'm going to feel the same way. And everybody who said that Luca can't do it or we can't do it because Brian is too old or Brian can't be the number 1 player anymore, so we just automatically done. Can't nobody else. Yeah, all that trash talk gonna go out the window. Everybody gonna say we winning a championship. Thunder, Rockets, Wolves, still better. Well, got more depth. See the Wolves. I'm not giving the Wolves, even though they beat us in the first round. I still don't think they're a better team than us. The Rockets lost Fred VanVleet for the whole year. Hopefully he get well soon. But that's gonna hurt their team for sure, because they don't have a point guard now. The Thunder, man, that's it, bro. Because I don't know how much. What's his name? Michael Porter Jr. leaving Denver, and all of a sudden people saying that's a good thing, bro. So we gonna see. I mean, getting who they get back? Oh boy, that was there 4 or 5 years ago when they won. That nigga sucked. Bruce Brown. Now Cam Johnson, I think it's his name, Cam Jordan. Let me know in the chat, y'all. Cam Johnson or Cam Jordan, whichever one they got, bro. He's pretty good from Brooklyn. He's pretty good, but he ain't all that. I feel like he's not a good off ball player. He has to have the ball in his hand. So if Joker's gonna let him cook in the offensive sets and stuff, then that can work out for them. But if Joker gonna have the ball in his hands like he's had his whole or the long parts of his career, you know what I'm saying? Then hey, he's gonna be in the corner, you know what I'm saying, not knowing when to cut because that's not his thing. So he ain't gonna be catching lives, or he ain't gonna be able to slide to the top of the 3-point line like MPJ used to do, because he knew he had to be in that open window for Joker to pass out to him when the double team comes. It's a lot of little things, bro. When you come from being the main man to just being a role player on a championship caliber team, you're gonna need a while to adjust, bro. But yeah. Shoot, so I put Denver in there too, though, bound too. So man, I think the three best teams in the West are the Thunder, the Nuggets, and the Lakers. Still waiting for punishment about the Clippers. I know we should be getting that pretty soon, because I don't think what's his name, Adam Silver, is going to want to go into the season with that hanging over their heads. So I think we're going to hear about some punishment for the Clippers here pretty soon, whether Kawhi's Leonard contract is going to be voided, whether Bomber's going to be fined $1 million picks and $1 billion. So that's going to hurt their team for sure, because any team led by Paul George at this age is going to be a ninth seed. See, I heard about LeBron's new show October 2nd. It's called The Main Thing. No, I ain't worried about shows right now. The season finna start. Hey, but y'all go check it out though, man. Hey, training camp battles is coming up. That's the next thing I'm looking at, man. Because training camp, I was surprised that we didn't have any pre-training camps this year. I was hoping Brian would have did one last one before Luca took over. But that's a different aspect of the team now, y'all. See, if it was Brian's team, we would have got that last mini training camp before training camp, right? But since Luca played Eurobasket, he didn't call it. So now we just regular old training camp, So we got our starting five. You see our starting five on the screen. Training camp battles, I don't think it's going to be none for the starters. But the fight is going to be from 6 to 11, maybe even 12, right? And them 12 people probably all deserve playing time, I'm not going to lie, because you want to see what certain players can do. You want to see how certain players act in this role, so on and so forth. So we got Jake LaRavia, that's 1, Marcus Smart 2, Vando 3, Dalton Connect 4, Jackson Hayes 5, Maxi Cleaver 6, Bronny James 7, Gabe Vincent 8. So those are 8 players right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if let's say he go 10 deep throughout the season, that's only 5 of them niggas who gonna get playing time, bro. Not out of 8 players, bro. We got a deep team if everybody can play together. So training camp battles the backup 5 spot, all right? Jackson Hayes versus Maxi Cleaver. We gonna watch that one first. I don't know how much you can see from that one. If JJ Redick just want to try some pick and pop stuff with Big and Luca, the kind of chemistry that they had in Dallas for a little while that they played together, to see if they can bring some of that back. that might be able to win him some minutes over Jackson Hayes, or Jackson Hayes affecting his live threat that he was last year after we traded for AD, is probably going to give him the lead to start off training camp, because in that role, he was very, very productive for us. I hated he didn't get a chance to show improve in the playoffs, and hopefully J.J. Redick learned from that mistake. But not counting that and how he looked just in that role of being a starting center and playing with Luca and Bron and being a rim runner and a good pick and roll set player and playing a little defense too, right? Protecting the rim, honest, getting rebounds and stuff. He was plausible. I say that, right? So training camp battle number one. Let me know in the chat what y'all think. Y'all think y'all like the pick and pop ability of a Maxi Kleber with Luca, or the live threat pick and roll aspect with Jackson Hayes? Because that's going to be our first training camp battle. So first few people I see, I'm going to read it, and then we'll move on to the next training camp battle. Hey, the link is in the community. If anybody want to come up while we sit here waiting. Excuse me. See if anybody want to answer that question. That's the question board right there, bro. Because I'm trying to think of who's going to be at the 4. We got Brian starting, right? The Rio said he like both options. I kind of do too. Because they say he's a very good Gortat screen setter. And if anybody don't know what a Gortat screen is Martin Gortat was a big dude for a long time, played for the Wizards for a long time. He used to do these little running into people's screens, going down the lane, kind of like wedging them off like a corner would do a wide receiver, pushing them towards the sideline, right? We saw JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard do a really good job of that in 2020, pinning people under the rim, almost like he posted them up without the ball being shot. You know what I'm saying? And then Brian or Luca or whoever can come right around you for an easy layup or an easy dunk. You know what I'm saying? So it's both can happen. I just don't know if both can be consistent enough to be good. I feel like in order for one to be consistently good, we got to go with one or the other, right? And me saying that's not then when I'm going to play, but I want to keep the role consistent. I want to keep the role consistent of whoever our backup big is. So I want you to come in and kind of do the same things that Ayton do, rebound, right? Can score a little bit, defend a little bit better, right? So you come in, Jackson Hayes, set the same kind of screens, finish around the rim at the same rate. But if you Maxi Kleber, it's going to come in and be hit. Make sure you hit your threes. We're going to spread the floor out a little more. We're going to do a lot of things a little different. You know what I'm saying? Almost try to change the offense, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. So it's going to be crazy. But if I had to pick one, I'm picking Maxi Kleber, y'all, because I feel like when you got that change of pace coming from your backup center, it's not going to be that big of a change anyway. And I really want to see what he can do, because I liked that aspect of him and Luca playing together before because they used to each other. And when I watched him play at Dallas, he was a very good three-point shooter. So, and spacing the floor is always good when you got two players like Bronny and Luca who can get downhill. Because say he slides over through a pick and roll, instead of rolling, he just slips and goes straight to the three-point line. That's an open three almost all the time when you have Bronny and Luca on your team, because they always stay with the ball handler. They taught to stay with the ball handler. So, man, oh man. So, hey, that dynamic's gonna be crazy. So I'm gonna go with Kleber, even though ain't nobody talking about him at all. But I'm gonna go with Kleber, bro. I'm gonna see if it works. If anything, we just go back to what we was doing with Jackson Hayes as the backup and DeAndre playing more minutes. All right. But if Kleber can come in and be productive and set good screens and don't be a statue on defense, and come and hit his pick and pop threes. Oh man, get out of here. If you can make the defense play defense on pick and rolls on all three levels, that is a hard game for the defense. And what I mean by that is that if you can make them defend the 3-point line, defend midi pull-ups, and defend at the rim, they got to play defense all day, right? And if you make your opponent play defense all day in the NBA, this NBA, they're probably going to lose the game because the offenses is too good. Because DeAndre Ayton is going to be killing them from the midi. If we got niggas popping on threes, Maxi Kleber hitting threes, and then we got Jackson Hayes rolling downhill, we got Brian rolling downhill on the pick and roll with Luca, then, yeah, defenses is going to lose their mind with Rory and Jake and old boy sitting over there in the corner wide open, bro, because niggas is losing their mind on no pick and roll. They got to send 3 people to a pick and roll every time. Get out of here, bro. We scoring 110, 115 points a game, bro. Let me see. There's a lot of good shows. Big facts. He said, what up, man? He said, Streets saying that the Lakers have a dude Thero listed at 234. Yeah, dude is a tank, bro. All muscle. What up, Shine? What did it do, my G? Said everything LeBron scores in basketball and NBA, he breaks his own record. Crazy masterful work of a legacy. You already know. Leo said Maxi Kleber can be the relief for LeBron. He could. He scoring wise, you know what I'm saying, and play style for sure. Because for me, looking at the workout tapes Brian was putting out, he was doing that kind of pick and pop kind of motion in his videos, trying to get ready to hit his threes, you know what I'm saying, his open threes. So I remember telling my homeboy, man, I said, man, LeBron as a number 2 option, it can be the greatest number 2 option of all time. And if we get to this point where he's a number 2 option for sure, starting the year, ending the year, oh yeah, we're gonna see some good games from Brian, but what we're gonna see most is consistently efficiency. Consistent efficiency. If that makes sense. Consistent. He's gonna be consistently efficient from the field. God damn it. And that's gonna make us super dangerous, bro. Super dangerous. So Maxi Wash can't defend. Well, see, that's what I'm thinking. Everybody then put in work this off season, and I know I'm a sucker for the off season. I just am. Everybody get healthy during the off season, so on and so forth. Rah. But I'm just happy that he got to the point where you could tell with the whole body transformations. If you could tell, then that means they've been putting in work, bro. For real. So, now, number 4, position battle by backup 4s behind LeBron. We could probably slide Maxi Kleber to that spot as well, but we got Vando and I don't know. So is Vando our only backup 4? Let me put the roster up real quick, bro. Which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah. They got Maxi listed as a backup 4, which I ain't mad at. We slide it over there. Him and Vanderbilt. So to me, that's not a position battle. I think Vando is listed as something else, though, to be honest with you. All right, so we're going to move on to number 3. I think number 4 in the front court should be solidified with them players, with Vando, So Vando might be locked in and getting some minutes this year anyway, y'all, to be honest with you. Especially we playing smaller teams as well. If we playing smaller teams, bro, it might be like that, bro. I said Vando at the 4 over Maxi for me, yeah. And I think that if Maxi Cleveland was going to earn minutes, they will be at the 5. Vando is on lock probably to get some minutes this year. So say we going 10 round 2, bro. So I'm gonna say out of the first ones, the first 2 out of the last 5 is gonna be Jackson Hayes. Even though I said Maxi, but I think let's go Maxi. Jackson Hayes gonna be the odd man out, and then Vanderbilt. So we're gonna have our first 2 bench players is gonna be Maxi Cleveland and Vanderbilt. All right. So we go on to the 3. Rory Hachimura is your starter. We got Jake LaRavia coming in. All right. You do Thero, but he's dealing with knee issues. We're not going to include him for this part of the conversation. All right. I don't see nobody else. Dr. Connect, maybe. We got see now we seeing where we got holes at. Now we can see where we got holes at in our roster. Because Rory Hachimura is our backup 3. I mean, is our backup 4 sometimes. I remember we used to see Rory come in and play all the bigs and stuff like that. So Rory's going to get his minutes, right? But when Brian is on the bench, all right, Rory, I don't know, Vando come in, Rory still at the shooting guard, so easy, Jake LaRavia is our backup 3. So that's why we got to put Jake in there, man. So Jake is the 3rd one off the bench. So number 2, Austin Reeves is our starter, of course. We got Gabe Vincent, Dalton Connect, Marcus Smart. I'm going to put all the guards in this one, bro. Just for the hell of it. All right, Bronny, Marcus Smart, Gabe Vincent. Who y'all think, bro? Backup 2 guard. Marcus Smart. I think I might have to go with Marcus Smart, bro. Because you got to think, this is going to be the 4th spot coming off the bench. Your 4th bench player. Backup 2 guard. You can come with a lot of powerful offense, 3-level score. Can't play no defense, though. But you can come with Dalton Connect, bro. You can come with somebody like a Marcus Smart. You know, you can come with a lot of different ways, bro. Let me see. Who would I want? And this will have to probably be Marcus Smart. But if I'm JJ and I wanted to give Dalton Connect a chance to redeem himself, I would probably slot him as the backup 2 to give him some run, bro. And if he don't work out, we'll go to somebody like Gabe Vincent or something, bro, or Marcus Smart. All right. So we got. Oh, let's go with Dalton, man, because now we're getting towards the end of the bench anyway. So this is Dalton as the number 9 spot with some minutes on deck. The last one with some minutes on deck, bro. Backup point guard, Marcus Smart. That's a no-brainer. So that means Gabe Vincent, you out of there. Bronny, you out of there. That's just what it is, bro. So we got our starting 5. Let's go back to our starting 5. All right. Then our bench is going to be Maxi Cleveland, Jared Vanderbilt, Jake LaRavia, Dalton Connect, and Marcus Smart. Sounds pretty good. There's a lot of different ways we could put it. I know there's going to be a lot of mixed matches between the players on and off the court, starters and bench players and stuff. But the position battles, man, is going to be interesting to look at because that's how players like Maxi Kleber can come in and steal some minutes, look better in training camp. Dalton Connect can make a name for himself, come in killing everybody, hitting everything in training camp in the preseason, and make sure he gets some minutes at that backup 2 spot. If Maxi Kleber comes, I'm Maxi Kleber, but if Dalton Connect comes back to form and looks like the old Dalton Connect of old with backup 2 minutes, I'm loving that. I'm loving that. I mean, we got shooters everywhere. We got shooters everywhere. And then Marcus Smart is at the backup 1 is an easy decision as well. Him and Gabe Vincent battling in training camp. Gabe Vincent is in a backup 2 spot combined with all the other guards because I really think it's going to be Gabe, Marcus Smart, and Luca as our ones. And then when Austin runs the point, they're going to move you can move Marcus to the 2 and stuff like this. I don't think his minutes is going to be, you know what I'm saying, up for debate too much this training camp. Well, Gabe Vincent just shoots lights out and impresses everybody and just takes a whole nother leap, which I don't see happening. Not at all. How much y'all doing arguing in the chat, bro? Y'all supposed to be telling me what y'all think about the training camp battles. I look down like, nigga, you don't know this. You like knowledge. You don't know nothing. I'm a fan of knowledge. I love knowledge. What y'all talk about, bro? I'm talking about playing song. Yeah, y'all need to be going at it for a minute. Nate said game needs to go. Hey, Nate, I wouldn't mind that, bro. I wouldn't mind that at all. Because now I'm seeing that we might have a backlog of guards on our team. Get us another wing player. I would not be mad at that. That's $11 million wing player, too. That ain't got to be nobody impressive. It's somebody who young and can play defense and can shoot a little bit. So Smart already got his spot over Gay for sure. Yeah, I agree with that. That's why I say he's gonna be fighting with the other guys for backup 2 minutes, bro. And we probably got 2 for real position battles, bro. The backup 2 and the backup 3. No, not even the 3, because Jay gonna have that long lot. Maybe the backup 5, Jackson Hayes, and Maxi Kleber, bro. That's another position battle we're gonna have to look forward to. Because we got a lot of different players this year, and we got a lot of the same players who can come in and adjust. Because we didn't see none of Maxi last year. We barely seen Vando. Don't know what Jake gonna do. Hoping Marcus Smart do what he did in the past. It's a lot, but I think we can get her done, bro, for sure. Hey, make sure y'all hit that double tap the screen, hit the like button for your boy, man. I think Marcus Smart, I don't know. I think it's going to be a tie between Marcus Smart and Jake, bro. I don't know who's going to be the most impactful coming off the bench. That was probably our 2 first bench players coming off the bench. It's going to be Jake and Marcus Smart, followed by Vando. Who was the other ones? Let's see. Vando and Dalton. Yeah, Dalton definitely last. Oh, man. He said, I really like all the pieces besides Gabe. He didn't seem hungry at all. Man, I'm finna go back and rewatch his interview. Maybe I was interviewed out by the time they got to him. But let me go see real quick, bro, because they say his press conference was horrible. He said they can anchor our defense. I don't know. They got him smiling on the picture, bro. So
So you gained a lot of knowledge last year and how to play, even in the short term. Just wondering how that impacted your offseason working at all. There's certain things. All right, this is the thing that I know. So there were some things I knew coming into it. Started working out maybe a week or two after we stopped playing and got knocked out. But some of it was in the film. A lot of it was playing off the catch, whether it's catch and shooting or.
no, see, I'm finna stop this right now because they said that he didn't work out none this season. The first thing I heard him say that he started working out a week after they got put out. See, that's why you can't believe everything niggas put in the chat, bro. I ain't saying I want to keep Gabe, but I mean niggas just said he ain't work out at all. But like I said, I thought I heard him say it. He said it, but he ain't gonna get no minutes, bro. If somebody get hurt, I don't know, like, bro. We might see him get minutes if somebody get hurt. So if somebody get hurt, I would rather probably keep him because I don't want to go the super young route with Bronny, right? So on and so forth. I really don't. Then we'll have to play dog to see. I asked some players in front of him. He said, watch to the end. He gonna say it. Said, Gabe, no, he's about to get shipped back to Miami. It's only a matter of when. Yeah, when you on an expiring contract, you gonna have that feeling all year, bro. You gotta learn how to play through it. The good ones do, the bad ones don't, bro. He said he only worked on catch and shoot. Hey, tell Gabe to make like a tree and get them out of here. Damn. That's because I see. The only reason I want him out because he's the odd man out, right? Because if I wanted somebody to be my backup too, and I was stuck with this team, I would literally give Dr. Connect the first shot. Yep, the first chance to get them minutes, bro. So it is what it is. So once he said he didn't work on anything specific, I was like, nah, ship him out. Don't seem motivated. Hey, so if you good at everything and you work on the thing that you don't do the best, why you mad, bro? You never know. They could have made him a excellent shooter this offseason. He said, well, I just worked on my catch and shoots because I know that's primarily the shots I'm going to be taking. Catch and shoot. Catch and shoot. Defense is a want-to kind of thing. You only make a show out of it if you look like you practicing playing defense. Yeah, that's how I knew it was over for Drew Holiday when he came out with that practice video and he was doing defensive drills. Yeah, you out of here. I don't know, y'all. I might be okay with that, bro. Especially if you come in playing 4 or 5 minutes a game, coming in here and there, to where you might get one shot, you might get 2 shots, and you got to be able to hit both of them shots. I mean, you got to practice your shooting. You got to keep shooting. You think Bronny will play this year? No, I said it earlier in the stream, Adam. I think he's going to be the best player on our G League team. Go down there and dominate the G League, and then play sparingly throughout the year, as G League players do. And hopefully he can come through and just be there where we need him. Don't jig it when you in the game, and show everybody that you're getting better every day. And that's about it, you know. Because he gonna be able to show improve one way or another. You know, they're gonna be asking for that. So I'm gonna need some of y'all to get your memberships back. Big Arts didn't go anywhere. Big Fake Zero, man. I'm gonna start pushing for them during the season. I'm gonna show the people that I'm gonna be streaming more, and then I'm gonna start pushing for it. But I appreciate you, Zero, man, knowing I ain't never been nowhere. Yes, sir. I think Bronny will be the most improved player this year. Hey, that means he's gonna be the MVP of the G League. You know, so we'll see. That's probably why Gaddy mad too, because Bronny gonna take his minutes too. I'll be mad too. That's crazy, bro. Yes, sir. But you know what, y'all? That's my time for today, man. Big R Sports back in the building. Y'all know what it is, bro. Y'all check y'all notifications. Make sure y'all bells is on, all that good stuff, bro. Even if you show up late, like Lakers, like LeBron, 80 fan for life, showed up late. What it do, man? Got to check the next stream, bro. You know, hit the like button and sub, of course. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Another stream tomorrow. Tomorrow gonna be more dedicated, just pointing towards the season. Predictions towards the season and stuff like that. See how many games we can win. What spots we gonna finish with. I might do a training camp is tomorrow, so yeah, I might do it about 5 or 6 o'clock. See what any news come from day one of training. If it ain't a training video, I got a LeBron video set up and ready to go too. But I'm gonna do that one when I ain't got nothing else to talk about. But hey, appreciate everybody coming through today, bro. I'll see you guys next time here on Big R Sports. And peace out, though. No donations today, so shout out to all my members. You know, yeah, I keep y'all ears out for members only. You know what I'm saying? And I will get at y'all next time, bro. Peace.
Basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again. Because giving up is not an option.
Haters been counting me out, I'm counting my views and loading my clicks. You say my name, you on the list. I'm checking them twice and I'm cooking them quick. Real takes is dying, the fake ones is lit. YouTube is off balance, so I'm back on my itch. St. Louis dirty, Big Art Sports 30. That's how I like you all on my itch. I won't take a sip, I'm hitting blunts whenever it's lit. Not popping no pills, but do as you wish. I roll with the winners, I love them to death. I got a few friends, not all of them rich. What good is the channels, my brothers is broke. What good is the panels, my dogs can't sit. I'm on my mission, that's why I can't quit. Just like LeBron, get my niggas more chips. Just put the G-Shock back on my wrist. These shoes came a Weezy, he gave me a gift. Back when YouTube post